Hey guys, welcome back. First things first, you might be able to tell I'm sick as hell. I'm sweating my ass off right now. I feel terrible. But that doesn't stop the show. So here we go. More evidence of gaming journalists being complete trash has fallen into my lap since yesterday, where I defended IGN not getting a game key. Now we're going against Eurogamer. Playing Palworld gives off the impression of playing a product designed to be sold rather than to be played. You will feel like a mark, and you'll be right. Go to the to the actual. I'm not gonna read all of this because this guy has like a giant fucking rant. It's a Pokemon fanboy, by the way. So yeah, big. I'll start by mentioning the guy is a massive Pokemon fanboy. Literally says in his bio here, your game deputy editor, competitive Pokemon. And then we're gonna go check out his Twitter real quick, which he obviously locked because he had the worst imbecile take of all time. Mr. Chris Tapsel protected tweets because he's a pussy. Deputy editor of Eurogamer, blah blah blah. Opinions are mine or my Pokemons. So this guy is like on board, bro. You might have heard about it. Palworld is utterly gigantic. My apologies. The first big mega hit of 2024 and potentially the biggest game we'll get all year, at least in terms of sheer popularity and players, and certainly in terms of the controversy and conversation around it at launch. If you're yet to hop on board and wondering about what you're missing, you can relax. Palworld is big and controversial. It is absolute rubbish. Bro, are you stupid? Like, are you actually brain dead? Okay. I mean, obviously the guy is brain dead, right? Let's go to Steam database. Palworld, number 2 most played games of all time. Currently, in game, there's currently 1.1 million, I mean, sorry, players in game right now, which is double Counter-Strike 2, the second game, right? All-time peak, number 2 at 2.1 million. Remember, again, more than Counter-Strike. PUBG Battleground still has the biggest one because of the whole, China #1, and all the cheaters from there. So, good luck ever beating PUBG. That's gonna take a couple more, I think. Like, I'm pretty sure PUBG is gonna be there for a couple more years, right? Something really good needs to come out that has like appeal to everyone. Even though PUBG Battlegrounds really didn't have appeal to everyone, but if you get big in China, obviously, there's a billion people there. It's primitive and derivative, a game that appears at first glance almost to be completely fake, except it really doesn't, though, right? That's why 7 million, I think, is the number up to. It's probably higher right now. No, they haven't released any new numbers. So at the latest we knew is in where can I find? Oh no, 8 million. Okay, on January 25th, which by now is 4 days ago, 8 million copies were sold in less than 6 days. By the way, all right. So clearly, this guy, this Chris Tapsel guy, is just a loser, right? Like someone made a game that uses like it doesn't even I categorically reject the plagiarism, right? I've been playing Palworld like for hours and hours. I don't. It's Pokemon with guns, sure, but Temtem, for example, is far more Pokemon than Palworld ever was. All right, these people are just angry that Game Freak is a garbage, lazy ass company, right? Because what do they do? What does Game Freak do? If I play a Pokemon on Game Boy, right, the original one, like yellow or red or blue, whatever the colors were, and then go to the last Pokemon, not the open world one, I haven't played that one, I can't say anything about that, but like one of the later Pokemons on the Switch, I am literally playing the same game. It looks different, has better graphics, it's on a different map. Core mechanic is the exact same as 30 years ago, 20 years ago. When did Pokemon come out? 30 years ago. It's essentially 30 years ago, right? Holy hell. 30-year-old game, zero innovation. Zero, okay? So you cannot be mad as a Pokemon fanboy. You cannot be mad that the company that owns Pokemon is lazy and uninspired, and all they want to do is give you Call of Duty every year, right? Like, oh, we brought out the new Call of Duty. It looks a little different. There's new maps, but it's the same fucking game. Pokemon does the exact same thing. Every now and then you have like a little tiny offshoot. No one ever plays. You know? So essentially these people are just mad about the fact that another company gave people what they wanted. Like, a lot of us love Pokemon, but we don't want to play the same Pokemon over and over again. Eh? It's like Call of Duty. A lot of us love Call of Duty, but it's the same deal every single year. So obviously we're gonna skip a few, you know? And if something comes out that does it better, well, you're shit out of luck. Shouldn't have been so lazy, Game Freak. The type of thing quickly mocked up for a 3-second appearance on a teen's PC monitor in the background of a mid-budget TV drama. A game to be played one-handed with a Nintendo 64 controller by Tony Soprano. Although, honestly, I think even he'd deserve better. Like, this guy is so salty, dude. What a little bitch, bro. And then the fact that he, like, that he protected his social media is just pure evidence pure evidence of the cowardice that these people have, right? Like, oh, I want to shit on this game because A, it's not Pokemon, and B, it kind of looks a little like Pokemon, and that is, oh, that is unacceptable, bro. I'm a Pokemon fanboy, right? I cover and maybe played even competitive Pokemon, so I'm automatically going to say that this game is trash. Like, he literally wrote a review. This is a official Eurogamer review of the game, and it's complete garbage. It's complete copium. Literally just, it's such a good game, you can't play it because it's not from Game Freak. It's so pathetic, dude. Gaming journalism is dead, bro. Dead. You can't trust any of these publications. They either are bought and paid for, or they're full of scum like this, alright? Like, it's the biggest selling game in recent history. Hell, probably not in recent history as well. Did Baldur's Gate sell this amount of copies? I don't think it did, right? Like, in this short amount of time? Holy hell. Number 2 on the Steam of all played of all time. Immediately, within 2 days, it was number 2. And it's just been like going higher and higher, right? Because the first time I checked the Steam database, it was like 1.3 million online. Then the next time I checked, it was 1.5 million online. Now it's 2.1 million online, okay? People love this game for the simple reason that these developers tried to make a game that's fun and succeeded. It's a $30 game. There's 0 microtransactions. And this guy is like, it's a scam. It's like, bro, we can clearly tell what you're doing, dude. This is why gaming journalism is dead. They're either bought and paid for, or it's some activist, you know? Like, this is just more proof of what I was saying yesterday, dude. Like, this has gotta stop. These types of reviews, this type of it just, and you know why they do it, right? I mean, holy shit, they got 6 million people that have seen this. I mean, and they're in that they got the yellow team, right? So they're making money off of this. Like, they're making money off of lying to you, off of straight up lying to you. Like, Palworld is a fantastic game. If you enjoy anything like the Pokemon, the pals, right? If you enjoy that, having like a little I don't even, how do you explain that? How do you explain Pokemon? Do you want to run around with a bunch of pets that you can have people, that you can make them attack stuff? You'll love it. Do you like survival? You'll actually love it. It's a pretty decent survival game too. Like, it's everything about it is just fun, right? They tried to make a fun game that's completely whack, and they made a fun game that's completely whack, right? I don't understand. I mean, I do understand why, because gaming journalism doesn't exist no more, right? It's all like this guy, or they're just bought and paid for. Like, what? Why would you ever trust a actual publication gaming review? Just word of mouth and watch YouTube, guys, for real, right? Don't come to me. Well, you can come to me, but I'm a little I'm not a professional reviewer either, YouTube wise. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people on YouTube that do really good reviews, all right, and I feel like most of those reviews you can trust what that guy is saying. They'll not, like, well, straight up lie to your face, you know? That's what's crazy. That's what's the craziest about this. Like, this guy is straight up lying. Like, he's a liar and a cheat, and he's playing defense for Pokemon, I guess, for some reason, right? Because he's a fanboy, or I don't know. This is a deputy editor, by the way. It's not some rando on the bottom floor, right? It's like, this is proof. This is again proof of how terrible the gaming journalist industry is. Like, I'm sure there's like a couple of good ones, but most of them are trash. And this proves it, right? Like, IGN yesterday, everyone's laughing because IGN doesn't get a key, and IGN does this a lot, right? So again, I get it why IGN is laughing, or is getting laughed at, right? And again with this as well, I get why he's getting laughed at too, and why. Well, I don't get why he protects his tweets, because that's a coward bitch move. Just own the fact that you're bought and paid for by Pokemon, bro. Like, they might not actually like physically pay you, but they definitely captured your brain clearly, because it stopped working the moment you saw a game that did what Pokemon does in a slightly different way, and way better than Pokemon has done it in decades, right? Nearly 30 years. So I understand how your fragile ego just completely fell apart, right? I get that. But own it, brother, own it. And with that being said, drop a comment, have some fun. Have some fun with this moron, dude. Chris Tapsel, you are a loser, bro. I hope you lose your job. Like, honestly, you do not belong in the gaming journalists industry. Like, if you can't be honest, then get the fuck out. See you later, guys.